Hi friends, myself Sunil. I'm the founder of Friendly app. We are working on a vision to automate word of mouth marketing and help the businesses to achieve free marketing by making it diminishing the marketing cost. So we had a WhatsApp group called Word of Mouth members, where we accumulated all the people from Facebook who are like-minded, who are willing to make sure that each and every time they do the word of mouth about any businesses, they can also be generating a revenue out of it. Now, coming to the flow, we had a meetups in Starbucks Cafe from the last 4 weeks, last Sundays, for the entire month of May 2019, and we are in a working to gather up around close to 50 people who will be joining with this our startup, where as a club members we can make an initiative to create a synergy between the people, where each person can start making revenue just by making word of mouth and helping businesses to achieve marketing, and we also be recognized as brand ambassadors for multiple brands. So coming to our webinar, I'm sharing the screen here. So coming to the webinar presentation, think most of the brand ambassadors are chosen from film industry or cricket, right? We could see the number of people like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Preeti Zinta, uh, and several other brand ambassadors like Virat Kohli from cricket. Each and every person has their own kind of a credibility and influence with the people. But coming to the reality, all these people are either from the actor background or cricket background, and each people will be having their own way set of influence. But think, friends, actor versus brand, friends, more money is there? Do you think Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan will make more revenue, or by acting or by brand ambassador? So friends, which one would be the does Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan make good revenue by acting or creating movies, or by being a brand endorsements? So every actor, for example, Virat Kohli, his annual salary from BCCI is something like one between like 1 to 4 CR for annual salary, but for one single revenue. So imagine, so it's a realistic term that actor versus brand friend means brand ambassador has a great monetary aspects compared to the regular thing. But what does it take to be a brand ambassador? What do you think the key elements are? So end of the day, by being a brand ambassador, they are not doing any kind of a selling activity. It is purely a influence which they are making it to the audience by showcasing that if they are using this and people are getting influenced, they will also be using, and end of the day, each businesses will make an good revenue out of the number of sales automatically which happens. But if brand ambassadors are creating this influence, do you think those elements you do not carry? We as a human being, each and every person has their own set of influence. Let's imagine we as our, like, we will be influencing to our friends, family, and our immediate customers or our known people. Every time we talk about any kind of a brand, the people will be like pursuing it or accepting it, and they would definitely give a try. When they are trying it, it is also means like they had been influenced by our word of mouth, right? So if we are already carrying the same level of influence, maybe not in a bigger scale, but we as a human being also are doing the same task what brand ambassador does, but why aren't we getting paid by the businesses? So this is the entire talk what how we are means. So the main reason for the webinar is how to make a streamlined process where whenever we make an influence that makes a valuable sale, in that case each human being needs to be compensated or any kind of incentive can be earned, just like being a brand ambassador. Maybe the brand ambassador has a huge network, but we as a human being, we do also have a good set of network, and how we can make it beneficial for each individual every time we make a word of mouth about any businesses. So what is actually a word of mouth? So let's imagine there is a sari shop, which you already, a sari shop or a boutique. Each means whenever we have an experience, people get an understanding like this is a valuable thing which they are already giving as a product or services. But when third person, when we are having a casual discussion, but during that time if any person is searching for any sari shop or a boutique, we as a common being, we just tell them, hey, why don't you try out this place? But during this communication, there is a high possibility of influence being transferred, and the third party is about to be trying that, maybe going to the boutique, and there is a sale conversion happening. This process of talking is nothing but a word of mouth, and this is one of the biggest marketing element in the in compared to the digital marketing or offline marketing. So word of mouth is one of the eminent factor, and which influences up to 92% of the conversion rate. And unfortunately it is all getting uh, means without any kind of a data recognition, it is getting wasted. And we from the Friendly app, we believe that this big data, if it is being a proper segregated and kept it in a proper format, it will be a huge revenue potential for every individual. And this is the webinar which we are going to show how any person can make a revenue just by making one different thing is, let's make a track of our word of mouth. So imagine what is the brand ambassador all doing. Let's imagine, take an example of like Virat Kohli being a brand ambassador for Puma. After being a brand ambassador, Puma can validate in a span of like first quarter or second quarter how much of the sales increased just by making Virat as a brand ambassador. Similarly, when businesses gets an identification like this much of spike has happened in the business, they will definitely give the valuation of the Virat was keep on increasing. Similarly, we as a human being, once the businesses gets to know that from from the help of this individual person, if this much of sales are happening, definitely each business people would be loving to pay any kind of an incentive. But unfortunately, so far there is no tracking tool which is helping to notify businesses, or we as a human being are able to generate any kind of a revenue even though we are generating such a big level of influence. So let's check out how we can track word of mouth. Meanwhile, we will also have a look what are we already doing it in a day-to-day terms. So before starting with our quick the second set of presentation, which actually shows how much of data or how much of things are getting wasted and what actually we are doing it in day-to-day terms. So meanwhile, let me just check the inquiries or questions happening. So far I'm believing that each and every person have pursued what actually is a brand ambassador and what we are trying to do in this webinar. I don't see any kind of questions in YouTube group chat, so I will just proceed with the presentation. So this is the presentation. We together as a brand friends from the club, becoming a club members, we have an opportunity here. Let me go through the possibilities what we are day to day we are turning, and out of this presentation you can also find out how much of things we are getting doing, helping people to achieve more sales. But unfortunately our word of mouth is not being tracked and it is getting wasted. So I believe everyone has a routine, like morning happens and night happens. In between we work, we play, we meet, we discuss, we talk. So much of activities happen between the day and night. But end of the day, what matters a lot is lifestyle matters. Who doesn't wants to talk, or who doesn't wants to work in near close to a beach, laptop with a mojito and a fashion accessories? This is the lifestyle which each and every person loves to have, right? uh, so, but do you notice something here? Each and every person in images, one person is showing the maps, one person is showing the directions. There are a lot of emotions, one people meeting, they hug, they're sharing, they're discussing their experiences. There's so many experiences in day-to-day terms between the morning and night. This is something what we can see it in a real-time activity, and each human being does this or goes through this every day, day to day. But what is the major agenda is humans are social beings. We experience, we talk, we ask, we explore, we learn, we share. And the fun fact over here is a woman or a girl talks up to 20,000 words a day. And this is a statistics just by a random survey which has been done. Based on the statistics, woman talks 20,000 words a day, and a boy or a man talks 7,000 words a day. This is the average statistics. It's not like it's a debatable thing, but this is a general survey which has been performed. Now, what we need to be worried more about is if so much of words are coming out in this uh, day to and day and night. Let's imagine how much we are being knowingly or unknowingly been helping businesses. We have been recommending best options to our peers, right? We have been talking about businesses, what happened in that area, what happened in this place, and how did we go to the experience about one particular event or activity. And we have been talking about places, and there is a lot of influence happening day in day out. So this is nothing but in a gist of time, this is word of mouth and how we can convert this into a word of mouth marketing. So coming to the word of mouth marketing, every time when we tell, for example, let's imagine we had been to a Wonderla, and after the experience we had, we come and keep on talking about Wonderla experience to our known colleagues or friends, telling that we had a great time in Wonderla. This, and let's imagine if we are sending any person or recommending to our known people to go to that particular place, we also mention the same thing, telling that, hey, bas mera naam bol de, you will get a discount behalf of me. We have been doing this kind of stuff, and I'm not talking anything like which have been not doing it. This is purely day in day out. We all are doing the same things. But whenever we have been doing it, what did we get as an individual? That's a big question mark. And trust me, friends, word of mouth is a number one marketing channel, and it has been helpful to each and every businesses in in the world, or any businesses. So let's imagine, just by having a track of this word of mouth, what all benefit can be happened. And to track it, there is a small tool called Friendly app. Meet the world's number one word of mouth marketing app, a mobile application to discover, promote, and manage word of mouth marketing. So this is just a hand tool where any person, just by using this application, can track their word of mouth, and it notifies to the customer with a special OTP, and it also notifies the business stating that we are sending some person to your shop. So by just doing that notification part, it is like talk Madi and earn Madi. Experience your each and every experience by utilizing it. And let's imagine what happened today. Each and every experience counts, right? So track word of mouth and earn online using Friendly app. And by doing a tracking of word of mouth, and you can see the viability of the possibilities using this Friendly app is you become a virtual business owner of all the experiences you had. It's like all the listed businesses are your own business within the application. Just connect the person in need, rest others will take care. It's the mobile application is a real-time trackable of status, whether the influenced person, whether he purchased it or not. And if he has purchased, then definitely the customer will get a special discount behalf of you, and same discount value will be coming to your application into Friendly app wallet. And all the services is an absolutely free tool. So Any person can download friendly app, can track word of mouth, and meanwhile uh, use it for earning. And this is just a tool and a platform. But what we are trying to do here is, it is not about the tool or how we will do it. It's purely a strategy. We want to discuss it in this webinar, where how we, being a group member, together we can form a synergy, and it will be a superpower where we can influence n number of businesses just by talking. And we have found a strategy which makes 100% foolproof system, where businesses themselves will come walking to us and telling that mera bhi kuch promotion kar dijiye. And that's when we brand friends can become as brand ambassadors. So coming to the strategy, before coming to the strategy, I will show you the how application works. Any person who downloads this application and gets registered, it's a free application, they will get an access of the screen where it will work like, type any product or services and click search. You will find a list of businesses coming in the bottom. Once you click, once the display is appeared, you can see the percentage visible in the banner. Here you can see that 25% is visible, and at the bottom of the percentage there is a button called deal. Right now it is upgraded as refer. So any person, while doing that, let's imagine a situation, somebody is asking for joining a gym, and we as a gym, if we are aware of any kind of particular gym, we can search in a mobile application. And for this example here, George Gym is there, where I recommended a person for, why don't you try George Gym, and just tell my name, you will get a special discount of 25% in your subscription. So I will be clicking on the deal button and enter the customer mobile number. The person with whom I just influenced, I enter the customer mobile number, and customer gets a special OTP behalf of me. And when the customer goes to the George Gym, he will be discussing and negotiating whatever the terms. And end of the day, before paying the fee, he will provide the OTP to avail a special discount of 25% for him. And similarly, the transaction values 25% will be coming to individual person of a brand friend. It will be shown in the application, and in a click of a button, any person can withdraw this amount. Isn't it beautiful? Like, you just helped a friend to achieve some kind of a discount, and same value is coming to you for doing word of mouth marketing. And businesses is happy also, because he's not bothered about the paying the discount or incentive. The main thing is the conversion happened to him. And for a business, brand friend will make a lot of impact, and rather than giving to the discount. So brand friend will be very much loyal to make sure, like, he wants to make 100 more people who will be talking behalf of him. And that's one of the viable marketing channel where they can promote their businesses also. Meanwhile, imagine every talk what you're doing or influencing, it's not just the matter of gym. You can talk about a car, you can talk about a cooker, you can talk about a sari, you can talk about a event, you can talk about an resort also. Friendly app is a platform where any businesses can be notified, and meanwhile you can be support any kind of a person just by entering their phone number and click refer. You will get this, the word of mouth is getting tracked, and you need not do any more effort. Automatically the application will be delivering the whatever the earnings you made it, and in one click you can withdraw it using your Paytm. Friendly app as a tool, it operates and helps people to make sure the trust factor is moderated, and any vendor who does not pays, automatically the system will be removing their banner, so that keeping the trust factor eminent within the application. So how much can any individual earn? Check out deal percentage upon each banner. You will get that much of percentage upon transaction value if the conversion is happened, and any person can check the status of the transaction in status report. I would strongly recommend download Friendly app and make sure you get aware of the tool, how it works. This is a platform. Here anyone can be a hero. It's not like one person earns more, one person earns less. It is like every time you talk, make sure you make a track of it, and 100%, if the vendor is paying, definitely the earning will be coming off. And which business doesn't likes to being promoted? Each and every business, be it is a small business or big business, any business would love anybody talks behalf of them. And here anyone can be a hero. It's not like who the education matters or nothing. It's purely an experience. If you want to talk about in a business, influence, every any day is an opportunity. Maybe you are climbing a lift, or maybe you are walking in a metro, or maybe you are walking in a footpath or nearby to any store. Just when are we helping a person, just tell them, why don't you tell my name, you will get a special discount by using this OTP. This is a platform, and think about the potentials of this. And one more thing, a quick insight. Using this tool, let's imagine if any person wants to start a furniture shop. So what is the main thing you will be doing as starting as a furniture shop? We need to set up a real estate and also invest into the products, and also we need to make sure that each and everything is set properly. And end of the day, being a business owner, we wait for the customers, right? Now there is no point of investing so much into the real estate or the products and waiting again. Just try any business before investing. Let's imagine the furniture shop. Look around in your living places. There are already so many furniture shops already available. Just select some couple of people, go approach them and tell them, if you are available in Friendly app, I would love to do word of mouth marketing for you. So how they will be enrolling into the Friendly app is, they too download the Friendly app, and as soon as the application is available, they just need to go to the profile and click one picture of their business and keep a promotion percentage as per their choice. As soon as they keep the percentage as per the choice, let's imagine it's starting from 1% to 99%, any percentage. So whatever the business has kept as a percentage, let's imagine 10% the business has set, 5% goes to the customer as a friendly discount, and remaining 5% will come to the word of mouth marketeer. This is the business model of Friendly app, where any business can, just by clicking one photo of their business and keep a promotion percentage, they are available. Now, being a brand friend, we can start recommending people, why don't you try this furniture shop and tell my name, you will get a special discount. So if customer gets there and conversion happens, the customer gets a special discount, whatever the vendor has kept, and same discount value will be coming to individuals brand friends wallet. And that's like, no need of like investing into the furniture. It's your business now. And by doing the same activity without investment, you become a virtual business owner. So this is the presentation about Friendly app, how to use the mobile application and how to make the best use of it. Even without your joining a club or not, it is a open source. Anybody can use this. So now coming to the strategy, if this is the tool, which is available, now imagine, by becoming a brand friends, any person can use this. But now imagine, by becoming a word of mouth club member, what kind of difference we can make it as a together. So this presentation is only for the people who are waiting to become a club member. And the strategy over here is very simple. We are framing up at least 150 members as for a initial quick start, where each member will be associated deeply with Friendly app. And this time myself, I will be heading this team, where every week we will be having a small task which will make us together. And we do a promises, after in a span of 6 months, automatically businesses will come walking to us asking that, please start helping us, so that we would also love to be a part of Friendly app. And that's the day when the businesses come to individual to the company, automatically we will be setting up the specific members for the particular area, where these people will be the brand ambassador for that pin code. And whatever the fee we are charging, it will be directly between the business and to the respective brand ambassador. So coming to the flow, how it works is, the word of mouth club member eligibility. The main eligibility is just a good influence. If you are having an influence, like positive influence with your, maybe your WhatsApp people or Facebook, or even the day-to-day terms, if we are meeting up any people, this good influence is required. And you should be having your at least on followership, any kind of followership. Even if it is a 10, it's a followership itself. And you should be a good at networking. I am sure if you are joined this webinar, I am sure you're also a networker and been meeting with multiple other people. And fashionista. What does brand ambassador technically do? They possess brand image, and I would recommend each person should carry their own of level of fashionist, where it should feel like enticing to the people. Hey, why I should also be like this. This is the basic necessity of any word of mouth club members eligibility. What end of the day, what we are trying to do is, by being a brand friend initially, in a span of time, we ourselves will become brand ambassador. That's nothing but people themselves, the business owners will themselves will start walking to us telling that why don't you market us, why don't you market us. And that's when we charge them the brand ambassador rates. Like, you can choose your own set of valuable rates, where these people will just pay it blindly because it is be effective enough. And we have the how does the word of mouth club member works? So this is the club member role. We as a 50, let's imagine we have onboarded, we are a 50 members team, and all we have to do is onboard businesses in Friendly app, at least one business in a week. So we every day meet like at least like one person or one business or two business in a week, at least we do it. But before having a transaction or a discussion, just tell them, if you're available in Friendly app, I will do a word of mouth marketing to you. And let's imagine you found an amazing vendor or a business who are really in a good stuff, they're carrying a good stuff with product or services. Just tell them, I would do word of mouth marketing for you if you're available in Friendly app. And this is an open platform, it's 100% tool, and they would definitely love to be a part of it. And using the Friendly app, just telling them to download the app and register their business. That's it. As soon as any member gets any person onboarded in Friendly app, we as a members, we will be having a separate WhatsApp group where we will introduce the onboarded businesses to our personal WhatsApp group. We will enter the business name, category, location, and the story. If you had a kind of a story about their boutique, let's imagine it's a boutique, you can tell a small story in a short, like one para, and share your experience of like what excellent they are doing it and what is the good things about their business. Just share it in our personal WhatsApp group so that each and every members will be aware of it. And when our members enroll any kind of a business, all, let's imagine the 50 people who are gathered up, they will have a study on it and they will influence to their known people, and there is a high possibility of word of mouth being spread, and there will be a chances of huge conversion rates also. And there would be, means, one person in today's generation, each person will be having more than 500 WhatsApp contacts and Facebook of like more than 500 Facebook people. And these are the people who already trust us and they believe it us, and we are doing something very ethical. We are just introducing a business who are already available and they are doing something special. So after the introduction is being shared within our club members, voting between members or grouping will happen. Let's imagine Tirthana onboarded one vendor into the Friendly app, and I also Sunil also likes this vendor, and there is a kind of a bonding, and I feel like I can bring on value for inviting people and introducing about this business. I will start sharing to our known people saying that, hey, this is the one of the business which is available, and there is a possibility of conversion. And any person, whenever there is a conversion happening, when I recommend any person to this business, the respective friend or my individual influenced guy, they would also be getting a discount, and I as a personally, I will also start earning. Let's imagine Tirthana onboarded a business and I also make a buck just by doing the influence, by for doing word of mouth. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, end of the week technically, upon number of transactions, how many groups made how much of transaction, we will be deciding a winners. And it's in kind of an influence, we can just keep up like the good work so that a teamwork is happening together. So let's imagine 50 people on board, at least 50 businesses weekly. In a span of 1 week, we will be doing promotions of individual businesses, or we can find the individual like-minded businesses where we can bring some value. This is an ongoing activity for week on week. Every week we'll be selecting a winner, and most winners in a span of like 6 months, who are the best people who could make some kind of a valuable transactions, that they will be getting an option of becoming an influencer. This is the something, the second slab. After the becoming member, we will be having weekly activities. You can spend hardly like 2 hours in a week just to onboard a person, it takes 5 minutes, because any business people, when we recommend, if you are available in friendly app, they will definitely try to do it, because end of the day, which business doesn't like to get promoted? Now, coming to the influencer, the people who are able to crack this kind of a strategy, and week on week, if they are able to be collaborated with our club and as well as the friendly app, we have a special option for them where we make them as an influencer eligibility. Influencer is nothing but we will allot them a particular pin code of Bangalore. Let's imagine Bangalore has more than 200 pin codes, and we will be selecting top pin codes where the effective conversion rates are happening, and we will allot an influencer for this particular pin code, and these will be called as word of mouth influencers, and they are nothing but the brand ambassadors. In a span of 6 months, let's imagine we helped a company to get some kind of attention and traction. These people will be also doing word of mouth, saying that, hey, why don't you connect with Tirthana? They gave us a good exposure with the club. And when this also becomes a word of mouth, there is a high possibility in a span of 6 months, by being the consistency doing this, people themselves will start coming to you asking, why don't you promote our business also? And that is the day, my friends. Being an influencer, you can fix up any rate as per the current market standard strategy, and we as a club member, we will be deciding the actual rates. And it's purely a your brand ambassadorship, it's your hard work, and you will be eligible to fix a allotted rates, and you can proceed it as per your wish. But end of the day, the activity to followed by the influencer is, these are the eligibility. Punctuality is very much required, because being a brand ambassador and being a influencer, you need to be very punctual enough, and ethical system where we need to follow the leadership qualities, and we should be a good networker and a marketing chap and team building and neutralizer. And each influencer will be owning their own set of club members. Let's imagine MG Road. MG Road is a particular pin code where if any influencer is being selected, they will be running their own word of mouth club member, and all the club member will be reporting with the influencer itself. It is like equivalently a individual membership for MG Road itself, and like-minded people will be joining, and it will be keep on growing. The benefit factor over this is something new, and the tool is also a wordly, it is a one of a tool, and we are very strong with the technology. And meanwhile, this club has been initially been formed right now, and this is a huge potential, and word of mouth has always been eminent. You can believe in online marketing or offline marketing, compared to both, word of mouth is always an eminent factor. By using this kind of technology and using this kind of a strategy, automatically businesses, they themselves will come to us, and that's the day we can derive we are changed into brand ambassadors. Meanwhile, even being brand friend, there is also a revenue model. Every time whenever we are talking, we will be following a set of rules, but every time we generate any kind of a transaction, automatically it will be coming to your wallet, and you can earn out of it. So what is the influencer role technically is, area owner of word of mouth marketing club. Any business approaching club for promo will be handled by themselves, and weekly club meeting will be managed, and won't cut into every transaction. Let me repeat, my friends. Influencer is something each and every members who are within their membership member club, whatever the transaction happens, a small cut, very small cut, will be directly coming to the influencer, because they are the influencer of this pin code. And every time when the businesses come for recommend asking for make us on board, that's then you will also be charging brand ambassadorship fee also. So this is a small strategy, and I will be there available in a group, that is the WhatsApp members club, where we will deeply discuss about like how this can be taken, and we will strategize. And I also have a specific steps which can be followed once you confess your interest to join this group. And this group is nothing but absolutely free group, and only thing which is required is absolute dedication, and there is no way of investment. We are not doing anything very different. It is purely a word of mouth which is being happening anyhow, we are using it or not. So far it has been getting wasted. Just by segregating it in a specific format, any person can become a brand friend, and each brand friend within a group member can, there is a possibility of becoming a influencer, that is nothing but brand ambassadors, where companies, they themselves will come to us and ask for promoting. Remember my friends, by being brand ambassadors, we are never selling anything. It is purely, we only promote, we only talk about the business, whether it is how did we feel about the business, that's it. And people will follow it because we will become a brand ambassador in a span of 6 months. So key takeaways from this uh, doing this activities is, grow your knowledge. Let's imagine we being a human being, we always been like using only what whenever there is a required. Now we can increase our knowledge also and become virtual business owner. What's the point of like doing one business for a entire lifespan? By using this kind of a format, we can also be a owner of 100 businesses also. And end of the day, on a sequential process, we can also become a brand ambassadors. And even if you don't become a brand ambassador, there is an eventually earning option upon every conversion happening, and we will be among influencers. Let's imagine our friends will start recognizing us, and they will be start interested to know what actually we are doing and something exciting it is. And another main thing is, explore places with iconic status. Imagine if we are having a group of power, like we can talk and influence people automatically. Whenever we meeting any kind of a hotel or restaurant, we will be already a iconic status, and we can start living brand ambassador lifestyle just by doing what actually we've been doing, already doing it. It is just a segmentation. We are scrutinizing and tracking word of mouth, and as a club member, we will be having a superpower. So I will like to conclude this presentation. I would come live with you guys for answering your questions. So if any people are interested to be joining our members club, send WhatsApp message to this number 93802 31006 and telling that I went through this webinar and I would like to be a word of mouth club member. And do download friendly app from Google Play and get used to with this word of mouth tracking tool. It's a very simple tool, and this is a beta phase. It is a tool which is a beta phase, and very shortly we will be releasing with a high-end product. You will be loving it in another couple of months. It should be live, and meanwhile this beta product is more than sufficient to run a members club. More info and guidance will be shared within WhatsApp group and word of mouth members club it will be. And thank you all for being with me. Please note, there is no investment required. It's only a dedication, and this is an open forum. If you think word of mouth is something, it's a superpower, and you can, and so far you have been doing influencing for free of cost. If you wanted to be making an earning out of it, and this is the place, my friend. Word of mouth club member is the only one hub where we will influence each and every talk to be converted into money. And meanwhile, from brand friend to brand ambassador happening possibilities there with our structured strategy, which will be shared in day by day along in our word of mouth members club group. Thank you, friends. I am coming live. If you had any queries, you can drop me in a chat, and I will be answering over there for another 15 to 20 minutes. And meanwhile, we will be also active in our word of mouth WhatsApp group. So let me just so hey friends, I'm done with my presentation, and this is what we were doing it in Starbucks cafe, which was more of interactive because people used to ask face-to-face questions and we used to solve. And so far we were being 100% efficient. So far we were 100%ly effective to answer each and every question, and people loved us. Right now we have close to 25 people who have already joined, and I do have a personal friends who have been uh, willing to join it directly. So by end of this weekend, we will be closing up with 50 club members. And this is the first club member which we will be initiating from Friendly app. and I will be heading this, and we will be together working to make kind of a strategic alliances. And if you all interested to be a part of this, do drop me a message saying that you would like to be a part of word of mouth club member, and more strategies will be shared within the WhatsApp group. So we will take it as a diplomatic way of approaching to the audiences, and we definitely will make a difference by being a group member. uh, I could see some questions coming. Sam, is it only for Bangalore or anywhere in India? Sam, right now we are currently available only in Bangalore, and we are checking out the waters over here. In shortly, in another 60 days, possibly, we will be releasing a complete new version of the application, which will be a pan-India release for 8 cities. I'll be releasing the means. You can subscribe to our website friendlyapp.in, where as soon as we are releasing to the multiple cities, you will get a notification too. Priya, thank you. Supriya, thank you for joining the group. Please, I would recommend to drop me a message in WhatsApp so that I can add you into the group. Geeta, you've been so long with us, and thank you. I hope we clarified your queries. Dear friends, there are so many other people who are watching this. If you have any specific queries, please drop me in the group chat so that it will be helpful for other people to understand the same query. So friends, what do you think? How often we, as a human being, how many times you have been influencing people, and out of that there is a so much of conversion happened, and unfortunately we cannot never ask anyone anything, because it's the shy feeling of human which will make us like uh, it's very weird face to ask also, right? But if it is coming from application, and this is an open forum, it is an open forum where businesses and brand friends are getting accumulated. And one more beauty aspect, friends, the customer who is about to go and buy with a business, he need not and brand friends. All right, friends, I think there are no more questions over here. If there are any questions, please drop in. I will be active for another 5 minutes in this webinar, and I will be active in the WhatsApp group. You can drop me a message or get clarified. I hope I will be sharing this video in the WhatsApp group also, so that interested people can have a watch on this. And by end of 2 days, we will be like finalizing the first 50 members who will be active in this group, and we will kickstart the progress how it has to be done, and we will streamline the steps. It won't be any kind of a complicated. it is purely it is purely word of mouth club, 100% no investment. It is only a dedication, and we as a collaborated team, let's make a difference and start tracking word of mouth, and we will influence businesses. Thank you, Geeta. Thank you, Sam. I will do be active in the WhatsApp group. We can take the questions. So people, uh, since the webinar is completed, this is what is it. And Friendly App is an startup company, and we have been quite active in Bangalore, and many startups recognize Friendly App, and we are also accredited from IMB, from NSRCL, saying that one of the uh, top noise making application, and we will be soon bus in Bangalore. All right, friends, I'm signing up. Myself, Sunil. I'm founder of Friendly App, and this is the strategy which we are carrying right now. Looking forward to be meeting with the like-minded people, and I would once again tell, please drop a message to 93802 31006 if you are interested to join word of mouth club member, and the registrations will be closed by end of this weekend, that is 2nd June 2019. And meanwhile, you can drop me a message anytime. I will definitely come back to you through WhatsApp. Thank you, friends. Thank you for being with me for so long, and I really appreciate your patience and our technical errors. If any kind of happened, please excuse me. Thank you. Bye bye.